To demonstrate the A-line skirt draft, I'm going to just use this back piece, and I'm just going to show you this on the back piece to give you an idea and the instructions for how to do an A-line skirt by rotating darts to the hem. So within Edit Pattern, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my 2 darts, and I'm going to rotate these down to the hem with a rotate dart function. I'm going to aim my point to be directly opposite of the dart current location. And if I wanted to draw a guideline, I could, but I'm aiming to have it be approximately parallel to the center front if I draw a line from my vanishing point down to where my new dart location is going to be. It's not identical or exact, and that's okay. So I'm going to go up and click on my point as my rotation point and then close up the dart at the waist. I don't need to have this left as a dart, but I'm going to for now. I'd like to kind of take stock of where my darts are, how big they are. So with my second dart, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to rotate this by highlighting both, right-clicking to rotate the dart. And again, I'm going to go down. I'm going to aim for about halfway between the remaining distance here. And again, I'm going to rotate my dart closed at the waist, and I'm going to leave that dart there. So obviously you don't want darts at your skirt bottom, but I would like to measure the dart intake to see what our total amount that we're adding is. So in Edit Pattern, we can select each of those darts and edit it to see. It's about 2.77 for the first. I'm going to go down, length is going to be 0 now, to 2.7. And then for my second dart, I'm going to look at the intake, about 2.7 again, okay? So the reason I want to know this is because I do want to add half that value of each of those darts to my side seam. And so this would be approximately 1.4 inches added to my side seam. So I'm going to move this point outward. I'm going to begin moving and right click to distance move as 1.4 and hit OK. I can see that this point doesn't need to be there anymore. I can do a convert to curve point, but that does alter the shape of my curve. So I don't like that. I'm going to undo that. And instead, I'm going to do a smooth curve function to create a nicer shape from waistline to hem. So I want to take this bit of the piece off. I want to kind of smooth it out, but still maintain a little bit of curve here. And you can play with that a little bit more as you will. I will then smooth out the curve of my waistline with the same smooth curve function, aiming for right angles at the center front and side seam. And now I can go ahead and eliminate my darts by deleting the vanishing points here and doing another smooth curve at the hem. Again, I'm aiming for right angles at my center front and side seam. And here then now I can go in and do my edit pattern. I can either use the handles to adjust to get to 90. It's not so easy there. It's better to do a precision. So I'm going to click on my point and do a perpendicular pattern corner. Extend it a little bit into my waistline, and same thing here. If I go down the side seam, that's fine. If I go into the waistline, that's also fine. And then at my center, or this is my center back actually, I'm going to do perpendicular pattern corner there. But I'm going to aim that into the hem, and same thing here. That actually is at 90 degrees, so I'm going to leave that as it is. You can have this as an unfold with symmetrical editing, and then you can double check to make sure that your curves are right angles. That curve doesn't look great. It's coming up to a peak at my center front, so I might need to do some adjustments there, but that's the basic way in which you can create an A-line skirt from a 2-dart skirt slipper.